It was the kid A1, man, representing Flatbush, Brooklyn, DC, Maryland, Virginia, man. Y'all know what it is. Right here with Rotten Apple TV. You heard it here first, man. They've been putting in work for years, been grinding for years, so y'all make sure y'all show them the respect that they deserve. Salute the network. Life.
It's your boy Blue with the Rotten Apple TV. Sitting here with the one and only A1. All right, thank you very much, man. So, tell us about yourself. Where are you from?
Yeah, my name A1, representing that Brooklyn, New York. Came all the way up here from Washington, D.C. That's where I reside now. You know what I mean? And I'm representing the network. You already know what it is. Brooklyn all day. Flatbush, what up?
All right, so how long have you been, writing lyrics or rapping, if you will? How long have you been making music, and what inspired you to start making music?
Honestly, I've been making music since I was about 5, 6 years old. It's always been a gift to me. You know what I mean? Like, I just found a passionate for it. You know what I mean? Like, always with music. Like, music just everything. Music is life. You know what I mean? What we breathe, sleep, do whatever. Like, everything is music. You know what I mean? So I got started at a very young age. You know what I mean? About 5, 6 years old. And I was downtown in Brooklyn. I used to be on the corner just singing and rapping and doing little stuff, and just happened to just stick with me from there.
Okay. So, you're in D.C. right now. That's where you generally rest your head at. And D.C. is predominantly known for a lot of go-go music. Is that kind of music what you use in the music that you make? Is there a little bit of go-go in your music?
Ah, man, that's a good question. I mean, being in the DMV area, it is definitely different, you know what I mean, as far as music, but I don't really incorporate that stuff inside of my music because I want to stand out. I choose to distinguish myself from different artists and just make myself more appealing to the artist than just go-go music. Go-go is just one sound, you know, so I don't want to ever go down that route. Plus, I'm using my talents and where I'm from, which is actually here, and then just taking it out there, giving them something new, something that they need to hear.
Okay. Thank you for that. So with the fact that you're in DC right now, you have a lot of artists. We have Wale,
Got
you
Wale,
know,
got Shot Glizzy out there.
absolutely. We got Shot Glizzy. We got Fat Trell. So what do you feel? How do you feel about those artists paving the way for folks like you to have that stepping stone in order for you to make some music?
I think it's good. Anytime you could see a young black brother come from the bottom or wherever he's at, you know what I mean, and to take it to another level, creating opportunities for young black men is always a plus, you know what I mean? Like, I respect that. The type of music that they make, I'm not going to say that I'm a fan of the music. Some of this stuff I'm not, too hyped up about, but I respect their grind and what they doing for the DMV. So since I'm right there, I could just take what they doing and just do it in my own way. You know what I mean? Still stand on my side with it.
Now you heard it here first. There's some honest answers right there for you. So let's transition over to your music right now. Watched your video. That track, that music. It's reminiscent of back in the day kind of flow. You got the flat top, you got the part in your hair. You don't. You generally. I mean, we So that the song, what's that song about? What are you trying to convey with that song?
Well, the name of the track that he's talking about, ladies and gentlemen, is called Waves. It's actually a Joey Badass record. He's from Flatbush, Brooklyn. He's from my area. And that track was basically a transition song from letting people know that I came from New York, traveled all the way to D.C., and now I'm living out there now, so I got to make a way, you know what I mean, out there. It's totally different. You know what I mean? The vibes are different, the area is different, the people are different. So I just wanted to, in that video, to capture me going around the whole DMV, making it seem like I'm still in New York still, because you see how I was hopping on the trains and all that. You know what I mean? Just showing them how I can be a regular person just like anybody else, you know what I mean? But just going somewhere else with it, you know what I mean? Bringing a little bit of me to DC. So that's what that was about.
Now you said a
Joey Bad too.
shout out to Joey Bad, definitely shout out to Joey Badass. So you bring a style that's some would call a little bit dead, not really available around. Why should tell the people? Why should people listen to A1? Let them know what is it about A1, like you said before, that makes you stand out amongst the other artists that are from DC?
Uh, it's me, man. You know what I mean? I'm confident. You know what I mean? I have originality. I display versatility. You know, a lot of diversity in my music. It's fresh. It's pop. It's brand new. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna get nothing younger. You know what I mean? I'm only 21 years old. You know, I still look like a baby in the face. So that's something for the ladies to look at. So you know, I just have the image, man, and then I'm humble at the same time. Man, humble. Go anywhere I want to go. That's how I got the name A1. A1 is a name that I use. I used to be Young Brooklyn at first, but there was a lot of people running around swagger jacking, taking my style and running with it. And my brother Cash, he reached out to me one time and was like, "Yo, you need to change your name." You know what I mean? And he's a part of the network too, Cash Coleon from Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. And you know, he was just like, "Yeah, man, you need to change your name." And I'm like, "Why? Why should I change my name? Because this is what I had first." You know what I mean? But at the same time, he made me realize that everybody is using it. But the reason why I wanted to use Young Brooklyn was because, you know, I'm a young guy coming up, you know what I mean, representing DC and New York. You know, I'm a young, and then the Brooklyn part was to just show where I come from. You know what I mean? Sometimes people, they forget where they come from once they make it, or if they're going in a different direction or whatever, they take a whole nother route than what they was already on. You know what I mean? So I wanted to keep Young Brooklyn just to let people know that I'm a young guy, and even though I'm in a different area, don't ever forget that I know where my roots are. You know what I mean? I know where I come from. So that's where Young Brooklyn at.
So now, speaking of the network, how did you, obviously I know the network a lot. Brooklyn knows a lot about the network. Shout out to the network, by the way. Um, how did you come affiliated with the network? How long have you known them? What is your role with the network?
It's crazy, man. I got a brother out in DC. He from Brooklyn too. Shout out to Marco. You know what I mean? He put me on with his brother, Legacy Heartbreaker, and that was like about 4 years ago. So his mans came up and was like, boom, yeah, I got somebody I want you to hear. You know what I mean? And he presented me to him. He was like, yo, you think he could spit? Yeah, he could spit. So they ain't believe me then. So I remember I was chilling with Cash and all them, and then we went somewhere in the style, man. I was just spitting bars for them, and they was just liking it. They was loving it. Like, they loved the passion, the aggression that I had, and they saw talent. So they felt like, you know, why not bring the young boy along? So that's what it was. So once we did that, we came together, patched everything, and then it was lit from there. Went straight there. So the network, man, that's been a movement. My role in the network is to promote. That's what I do. I do most of the promotions, like anything that come out, new videos that we may have as a team, any shows, merchandise, T-shirts, whatever, CDs. That's all I'm doing, just broadcasting and just pushing it out there and just letting the media get all of that. You know what I mean? So they see it on them social networks what we doing. So I take care of the, you know, as far as the promotion. Like, everybody promotes on the team. We all help each other, but I'm in control of that department for right now.
Okay, okay. So now look out for that. Whenever you see any kind of promotions regarding the network, you know exactly who is who's presented it by.
A1.
Now, as far as your music for A1, what are your upcoming projects? What are we to expect from you in the coming weeks, in the coming months, in the coming years?
Working on a lot right now, man. I've been through a whole lot in my life over the past few years, man. I lost like 12 family members, you know what I mean? So, yeah, yeah, good looking, man. But, you know, I'm just staying strong, just maintaining. But I had a lot going over the years. You know, I was supposed to went to college up in New York, upstate at Sonydale High, but I took a stand back or whatever, fell back or whatever, and, you know, had to get things together, you know what I mean? So music was still there, but I just ain't never dropped because I was just dealing with a lot. But recently, man, just been putting out different records, different work, man. Just expect something to come out real soon. I had a title at first, but I'm gonna hold on tight. It's
Okay,
gonna be a
okay.
surprise,
That's cool. That's
so I
cool.
can't put it out there right now, you know. But guarantee it's gonna be something amazing. You gonna want to be on the edge of your seats for this one. You know what I mean? Pull out your popcorn. You know what I mean? Get your 40 ounce, whatever you want to do, because it's gonna be a movie, man.
Back to your music. You had spoken earlier about a few folks that that you listened to when you was younger. But I'm gonna put you on the spot. I gotta do it. So right now, top five dead or alive. Who are they?
Wow. It's crazy. You know you gotta go with Jay, man. That's it. Jay, you got Fab, you know what I mean? You got Kiss, you got Cassidy, and then, man, it's hard, man. I don't know,
Right,
man.
that's right.
That
Like
feel big
strong.
L, big L. There you
Big
go,
L.
big L,
Okay.
big L.
All right.
Big L.
So now these are all artists that you listened to when you was younger that helped to inspire the works that you do. So tell the audience the next wave, if you will, of music from A1. What are your upcoming projects?
I'm working on a lot of stuff right now. A lot. I got this project coming out for the ladies entitled You'll Appreciate It. You know what I mean? That's just something that's dedicated to all the sisters out there that's going through something or that's been dealing with drug abuse or just been dealing with any type of abuse, period, whether domestic violence or whatever. And just showing the ladies that, it's still good guys out there, that want to hold them down and, show them that it's more to life than just the norm, you know what I mean? So it's like that's what I came out with. You'll appreciate it. That's on the way for the ladies. I should be dropping real soon, but I got another tape coming out after that. That's something more for everybody. You know what I mean? For everybody. Most of my music is for everybody. It's very diverse. As I stated before, very diverse. With my music, I try to reach everybody. I try to give some to the old folk. You know what I mean? Some for the youth. Some for the kids. But it's something that's touching every area. Whether you've been through pain, if you want to have a good time. You know what I mean? If you just about living life and doing what you do on a regular day basis, whatever that makes you feel cool, that's the type of music I like to make. I like making real music, content music, something that's gonna make people sit and think and analyze. Like, how did he come up with that idea? How was he able to make those transition songs, or how is he able to do this that will make me think like that too? You know what I mean? So that's the kind of music that I like to make. So, that's what you can expect, man. That's what you can expect. Nothing but greatness from me. Nothing but greatness. Good music.
So we got a little bit of A1 the artist, so we're gonna dive into a little bit of A1 the person, when you're not when you're not writing, when you're not making music, what do you do on your spare time that makes you just like a regular Joe Schmo like everyone else?
Nah, man, I'd like to play ball, man. Before I was into music real heavily, I would get into ball. That's my favorite sport, like playing basketball, man. I had a strong passion for playing ball, but that soon began to fade away. Once I picked up the pen and the pad, man, it just started going in. Like I started to notice how my music was able to touch people in a tremendous way. You know what I mean? So, in a very good way. So, I just try to stick with the music, but I like to play ball. I like to read and write. Pick up a newspaper or pick up a book. The latest book I read was Jay-Z Decoded. So much knowledge and history in that book, man, and it make you think as an artist how to move. You know what I mean? Like reading, I like doing a lot of stuff, man. Just chilling, man.
Now, with everything that you're doing, with you dealing with the loss that you've had with your family, um, where do you see yourself in 5 years with all the work that you're doing? What's motivating you to keep on going? 5 years, where's A1 gonna be?
5 years from now, I just pray and hope to be somewhere sitting up with Donald Trump, man. We in the office just talking and all that, or with Russell Simmons or somebody like that, man. Hot 97 and all that. You know what I mean? That's 5 years. 5 years is a long time. It's a long stretch. And with the way that I'm going, me and my team are going, it's possible. You know what I mean? Anything is possible if you put your mind to it, you grind, do what you got to do, and, just have endless nights of recording, staying up, promoting, doing whatever it is you got to do. Sometimes I lose sleep over this. You know what I mean? It's like I be staying up mad late till like 5 in the a.m. Like, be crazy. Like, I really do be grinding. You know what I mean? You can look on my socials. I'm always posting consistently, always on Instagram, the Twitter, just putting out different stuff, daily posts for the public to view and to see. So, if you really want it, you got to really put your all into it. You know what I mean? Wake up every day, take at least about 2 to 3 hours just to do nothing but promote. Sit at a computer, sit down, do your research, jump on the Googles and all that. Look up different artists or look up different things that they're doing, or try to find something that you ought to do and then go ahead with it, man, make it happen. So all you got to do is a grind. You got to be consistent. That's where a lot of people fall off at. If you're not consistent, you can get lost in this game. You can get lost, man, because your people will lose you quick. They wouldn't even care about you. They don't know nothing about you. And then you got to learn how to maintain, too, the thing that keeps me motivated, as you said, with the music. Let me get more into that, but it's my family. You know what I mean? Like, if it wasn't for my family, I wouldn't really be doing music. I'd be doing something else. So, that keeps me motivated. Seeing my sister wake up in the morning, going to school, and this her last year. She get ready to come out of high school. Shout out my sister Amber. You know, she's at Friendship Collegiate Academy where I went to high school at in D.C. That's in Northeast or whatever. And you know, got my brother down south, Quincy. You know what I mean, at Fayetteville State University playing football. So if it wasn't for them and you know my peers, the people around me, you know, my teammates, you know, Cash, Leg, City, Gritty, YJ. You know what I mean? If it wasn't for the people around me, my team, you know, Father Time T. You know what I mean? Like all of them, man. Roster Joe, man. I could name people on and on, but those are the main people right there that really show love and support to the grind and whatever I'm doing. So those are people that keep me motivated, keep me going. Whenever I need to talk or whatever, I call my bro City or Leg, because they like mentors to me. You know, they sit down and talk with me. They help me out, you know, processing. You know what I mean? So just whenever I'm going through, I just hit them up like, yo, man, I need to talk, whatever. We just do what we got to do, man. Chop it up. Sometimes we get together, might go out.
All right. So, you know, we spoke about the network and your role in handling a lot of their promotions and stuff like that. So, you know, as far as the people are concerned, the viewers that are watching, let them know how they follow you on everything A1 regarding social media.
You follow me on Instagram at Who's This A1 Guy. Everything is spelled regular. WHOSETHIS A1GUY. You follow me the same on Twitter. Facebook is facebook.com/YUNGBKLYNAMGG. You can follow me on there. You got you on also YouTube. You know, youtube.com/Who's This A1 Guy. Everything spelled the same. So I try to keep everything consistent. You know, sometimes artists, they be wanting you to go over here and go over here. It's like, nah, just keep everything consistent. You know what I mean? So everybody can follow you. So just holler at me, man. I'm out here, man. I'm working. You know what I mean? You can always look at me, you know, look at me, check me out, whatever. I'm there, like, all the time. You know what I mean? Holler at the network, too. We on Instagram and Twitter. I do promotions on there as well, along with a couple of others. We all promote, but that's really, like, the department that they selected me to, you know, go over and be right there, so.
You know, definitely, you know, I've had a wonderful time. I think the people, as well as myself, got to know you a little bit better, man. You know, absolutely. You know, this is your boy Blue for the A1 of TV. Peace and love.